friends, welcome to LakePoint Kids Online Family Experience. I'm Ms. Rachel and it's great to have you tuning in today. We are going to get moving right away and jump into a game. So if you're with us at LakePoint Kids, you can grab that paper plate that's sitting in front of you on your desk along with your marker. Now if you're at home, just press pause and see if you have a paper plate lying around that you could use. Now it has to be paper and so it can't be shiny and glossy. You need a side like this. If you don't have that though, don't worry. See if you can find a piece of paper and then a book to put it on. Now make sure the book and the piece of paper are around the same size. Then grab a pencil. Once you have that, we're ready to begin. So you're going to take your paper plate or your book with paper on top and place it on your head like this. Now while you do that, I'm going to tell you a story, and in my story there are pictures, and you're going to try to draw the pictures on your paper plate while I tell you the story. Now there will be lots of things you're drawing, so make sure you don't make anything too big. All right, are you ready? Let's go. The sun was shining. Draw a sun. Your parents said it's such a beautiful day, you should go outside and play. So draw yourself. You decide to grab a ball. Draw the ball. Then you realize you don't have anyone to play catch with, so you go get your bike instead. Draw your bike. But it turns out one of your tires is flat. Then your dog comes outside. Draw your dog. You decide to play frisbee with your dog. You give a big throw, but the frisbee lands in a tree. Draw a tree with a frisbee in it. Hanging from the tree is a swing. Draw a swing. You're about to go over and swing when suddenly a big cloud covers up the sun. Draw the big cloud. Soon raindrops start to fall. Draw some raindrops. The rain is falling harder. Now put your marker down and start making rain sounds by clapping your knees like this. The rain keeps falling harder. Slap louder and harder. Louder. And so with that, you run into the house. Move your feet as if you're running into the house. Phew. All right, you can stop running out and take a look at your picture. How did it turn out? If you can, take a couple seconds to show the people around you what you did and see how their artwork turned out as well. Now, did anyone think by chance they'd end up drawing a masterpiece with this activity? No, likely not. It's difficult to draw when you can't see what you're doing, isn't it? Well, there's something I'd like you to see right now, and it's our new theme we're going to be talking about for the next little while. It starts with the letter F, and no, it's not family, farm, frogs, or french fries, it's faith. Faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. I'll count to 3 and we'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. Faith is trusting in what you can see because of what you can see. And our memory verse goes right along with that. It's found in the New Testament in the book of Hebrews, and this is what it says. Faith is being sure of what we hope for. It is being sure of what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1 nerve. So what does all of this talk about faith mean? Well, we'll unpack it throughout the next few weeks, but here it is in a nutshell. We're all on a journey through life, and we don't know how that journey will turn out along the way. But when you choose to trust and follow Jesus with your life, even though you won't know exactly what that journey will look like, you know it's going to be okay, and you're going to be okay too, because you're following Jesus and He is good and trustworthy. All right, if you're at home, press pause and try saying this verse while laying on your back and pretending to ride a bike, laying on your stomach and pretending to swim, and laying on your side and rolling back and forth. If you're with us at LakePoint, turn your attention to the stage. So faith, what is it again? Well, faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. And our bottom line or focus point of today is knowing Jesus can change how you see things. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Knowing Jesus can change how you see things. All right, now we're going to see the guys from the So-and-So Show.
Okay. Oh. Oh. All right. Okay. All right. Here. Come on. Yep, you got it. How was the trip?
Not a lot of leg room. Oh, but at least I had dinner. Can you hand me that drink?
Yeah. I didn't pack that.
Oh, I'm so sorry I'm late, John. I am having the worst day. Great. Oh, we started already. Hi, everybody. I'm Brandon, and this is the So-and-So Show. Normally, I'm joined by my co-host, John. But today, I guess it's just me until we... Oh, here he is.
Wow. That's incredible. Oh, it's amazing. There's my guy. How you
right.
doing,
Okay.
dude?
Well, thanks for that, but actually, I'm in a pretty bad mood. So.
Oh, what's wrong?
Well, you know, the weather outside is just awful today. The top fell off of my lunch, and I spilled half of it, and I cut my fingernails too close, so now my cuticles hurt. So ow!
Oh,
Why
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, pal. You know what, though? I've got something that can make everything better today.
Okay.
Do you remember a few years back when I made those rose-colored glasses?
Yeah. Didn't those get you into a lot of trouble? Flashback. Ow.
Let's hopslosh!
John loses.
Oh! That was then. I made a few adjustments.
What kind of adjustments?
Now, they're better now. And everything's better when you look through rose-colored glasses. Give it a try.
I fail to see how a pair of glasses is going to make my day any better, but... Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, right?
Oh, yummy. Mmm. Is that my hand?
Yeah. You enjoying it?
Yeah. Huh. Everything is so positive.
Yeah, the adjustments work, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ah!
Whoa! What is it?
Nothing. Your head. It was.
So super handsome?
Yeah. Sure. Look, I gotta be honest. I'm not sure I can take this level of relentless positivity. So.
Oh, well, that's okay. Here, I can take
Actually, you know what? Let me just a second. Let me get started on my lunch first.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good idea. And while you fill your belly, Let's fill our minds!
Today, we're in the book of Acts, which tells the story of the early church.
But before Acts, way back in the very beginning, out of a deep, deep love, God made an amazing world.
But when people turned away from God, the world was broken. God made a plan to draw people back into relationship. So at the right time, God sent Jesus, God's very own son, to live among us.
Jesus gave up his life and was killed. But on the third day, he rose to life.
After Jesus returned to heaven, the early church grew quickly with the help of God's Spirit.
When the believers faced trouble in Jerusalem, they scattered to other places, taking the news of Jesus everywhere they went.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Brian. Today, I want to introduce you to a man named Saul. Now, if there was such a thing as a model Pharisee or Jewish religious leader, Saul was it. Saul, also known as Paul, was born as a Roman citizen, which gave him special privileges. Growing up, he studied the scriptures until he knew them inside and out. As the early church grew, Saul was just as upset as the other religious leaders. When a Jesus follower named Stephen was sentenced to die, Saul stood by in approval and actually held the coats of the men who threw stones at Stephen. Saul was absolutely certain that Jesus' followers were a threat and that the best way to please God was to get rid of them. He began going house to house, dragging believers off to prison. And when the new believers scattered to other towns, Saul wanted to follow. He took his plan to the high priest.
Give me letters to the synagogue in Damascus. Then I can go and hunt down men and women who belong to the way of Jesus. We'll arrest them and bring them back here to Jerusalem.
Fantastic idea. Consider it done.
With the approval of the high priest, Saul gathered a group of men and supplies for the journey. Now, Damascus, which was the capital of Syria, is around 150 miles from Jerusalem, so that would have taken nearly 2 weeks to travel on foot. But Saul hated the followers of Jesus so much that he couldn't wait to get on with it. After long days of travel, Saul's group finally neared the city of Damascus. The noonday sun shone down bright and hot, but Saul charged ahead, eager to carry out his plan.
We'll find them all. We'll stamp out this dangerous Jesus nonsense.
Then, something happened. Something that would change Saul's life in an instant. A brilliant light flared from heaven, so bright the sun seemed dim. A voice spoke from the light. Saul, Saul, why are you opposing me?
Who are you, Lord?
I am Jesus. I'm the one you are opposing. Okay, now imagine for a moment that you're Saul. You thought Jesus was just a troublemaker who was killed, dead and gone. Yet now he's alive, speaking to you from a blaze of light. It's like your whole world tips upside down in an instant. Whew. And Jesus wasn't done yet with what he had to say to Saul. Now get up and go into the city. There you will be told what you must do. The men with Saul saw the light too, and heard a sound.
What is that?
It's like thunder.
As the light faded, Saul stood and opened his eyes.
I can't see.
Saul had been in full command, yet now he was helpless. Men from the group led him to a home in Damascus, and for 3 days, still blind, Saul prayed to God. During this time, he didn't even eat or drink anything. And that's where we'll leave it for today. The end.
All right, Brandon, can I have my glasses back?
Sure. Actually, I don't think I need them after that. Kellen is right. You don't need rose-colored glasses. Having faith in Jesus can help you see things differently. Like, even when it seems like everything's going wrong, you can have faith that God's got a better plan.
So when you really know Jesus and put your faith in him, it can help you see more clearly.
You said it, Balloonhead.
Balloonhead.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Reveal the question! Today's question is, what do you know about Jesus?
Well, we know he had long hair and a beard and held his hands out like this a lot. From the paintings I saw.
Actually, we don't know what Jesus looked like, but we do know that he loves people.
Oh, he can do miracles.
He's the Son of God.
Absolutely. Hey, talk about it together. What do you know about Jesus?
Yep.
So, do you think your perspective has changed? You know, are you seeing things differently?
Absolutely. You know, just because my day started off bad doesn't mean it has to end that way. Who needs rose-colored glasses, right?
But I made those.
And for that, I'm grateful. Until next week, I'm Brandon.
My glasses are broken.
And this was the So-and-So Show. See you I broke them?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry.
That's
It's probably
all right.
when I threw them.
Yeah, gravity and airspeed usually don't mix well.
Don't worry, part 2 of that Bible story will come next week, so make sure to tune in then to learn what happens to Saul. Now, it's unlikely you will hear Jesus speaking to you from a blinding light. However, something will happen as you journey with Jesus. You'll begin to see things differently. Your perspective will change. When you know Jesus, you'll discover that you're a child of God and that God loves you more than you can ever imagine. And everything that happens to you, even the hard stuff, is an opportunity to grow and become more like Jesus. Knowing Jesus can change how you see other people too. It's like you have this supervision to look at that annoying cousin or that classroom bully and see them as being made in God's image and deserving love and respect. Knowing Jesus means you can stop at any time and ask for his perspective with the people and the things around you. And the more you do, the more Jesus will show you ways to love God and people in all you do. It's time to bring it home now with our small group time, so along with your parent, listen to today's instructions. First, create a simple obstacle course in a room. Things people will have to perhaps go over, under, around, and through. Then, grab a family member and a blindfold. Secure the blindfold so they can't see, and then lead them safely through the obstacle course. Then switch places. There may be times where you feel life is like that, but remember, if you trust in Jesus, he is guiding you, and you can have faith in where he will lead you. Now press pause, complete the activity, and then come back for the second set of instructions. Next, think about a challenging person or situation you're facing right now. Take a moment or two to pray about it and ask Jesus for his perspective. He will begin to show you that, but right now, talk about what you think his perspective might be. Parents, now's the time to either scan the QR code on the screen or head over to LakePoint app to fill out our online connection card. Signing our guest book lets us know who is watching and helps us stay connected to you. It also allows you to sign up for our latest LakePoint initiatives and opportunities. So kids, while your parents are busy doing that, why don't you see if you can walk around your entire house with your eyes closed and not crash into anything? As well, feel free to enjoy our earlier LakePoint Kids online family experiences on our YouTube channel or on our LakePoint app in the Family Resources section. Thanks for tuning in today, friends. I'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. Remember, knowing Jesus changes how you see things.